Well, welcome to my second monthly talk. I'm John Rice, President of the New Hampshire Association of REALTORS. I hope you've had a great month, and I hope you're going to have a fantastic February. We've just concluded a meeting of the Executive Committee here in Concord. Well, part of the discussion we had this morning, actually we had about an hour discussion on this, was how we qualify member liaison. A motion was made and approved unanimously by the Executive Committee to have a task force to look into the qualifications for member liaison, and also how we do fill elected positions, how that process is done when a position is vacated. I'll say right up front here that my policy is always to have an open door, and my telephone line is always open, my cell phone is always available, my email is always available. I pride myself on getting back to all emails and calls that I get. This year we're going to be focused on having open communications up and down the line. At the end of this week, on Friday, our two Ask for the Order task forces will be standing up, and I'm very excited about that. Our non-dues revenue task force and our leadership task force, and those are what we call our Ask for the Order or visionary task force. We have some great chairs. Alan Rice and Laura Hallahan are going to be leading those organizations, and I expect them to do great things for NHAR. So I'm very excited about that. We had a full slate of reports from our committees. Communications, for example, is going to be launching a very exciting Realtor Image campaign that you're going to be seeing on WMUR, and that's going to premiere in March, and I think that's going for 4 months. Professional standards, I think if you're not aware, you should be aware that they're going to have their annual professional standards seminar in Manchester at the Radisson, I believe it's called, on the 22nd and the 23rd. That's always a very informative event, and the lunch is great. A couple things about professional standards. I guess they're changing the format so that in the afternoon there's going to be a mock trial, and I think that's going to be fun and a great way of spending the after lunch time, which can sometimes be a little sleepy after you've had a big lunch, but I think that's going to be exciting to have that. And another thing that I want to dispel right away, and as you can tell, I really enjoy this event and I never miss it, but the ed credits are still right there, so don't miss that. That's coming up this month on the 22nd and the 23rd. Of course, next week in Boston is NERC, and that is on next Thursday and next Friday, and all of the leadership of NAR, pretty much all the leadership from NAR will be there. So I think that's going to be a very exciting event, and of course what makes it unique and even more exciting is that it's going to be held in the facilities at Fenway Park. So I'm looking forward to that meeting from a number of standpoints, as I'm sure those of you who are attending are as well. There was a long and extensive report from public policy. There's just a lot going up in Concord that we're involved with. We talked last month about House Bill 1415, which was the replacement in kind septic bill that NHAR has sponsored, and that is still alive. We ran into some resistance, but the negotiating process is well in play, and it's not going to emerge without a few changes, but we're talking to all the parties concerned, and I think in the long run you can be proud that your organization will have put forward a bill and hopefully gets it passed that will really benefit consumers in the long run and make our jobs easier as well. All right, keep in mind that you can register for all NHAR events online by visiting nhar.org. I think that pretty much wraps up my report for this month. I'm trying to keep it brief. Dave is right on top of me on this. So I wish you all the best for February. I'll see you next March, and I should have a very lengthy report. No, it'll be shorter, but it'll be a good report next March because the Board of Directors is going to be meeting as well. Have a great February.